Two frogs from Japan. Two frogs lived on the island of Hondo in Japan. One lived in a ditch outside the city of Osaka, while the other lived in a crystal clear stream near Kyoto. Neither frog knew anything about the other, for between them lay a high mountain. The frog from Osaka wanted to see the city of Kyoto, where the Mikado had his palace. The frog from Kyoto wanted to see Osaka, where there were no palaces at all. The next morning, early, the two frogs set out. At last, the frog from Osaka asked, "Where are you going, O most distinguished of explorers?" The frog from Kyoto answered, "I am going to Osaka, O most gracious of explorers." "Indeed," exclaimed the frog from Osaka. "Then let me tell you, that is not worth your trouble. I come from there myself, and it is a poor place, full of ditch water. As for me, I am going to visit Kyoto." "Kyoto indeed," rumphid the frog from that place. "It is true there is no ditch water in Kyoto, but have you ever lived in a stream that sparkles all day long? It is very hard on the ice." And the two frogs sat and stared at each other. Then the frog from Osaka sighed and said, "Having climbed down one side of the mountain, I do not want to climb down the other side if there is nothing worth seeing below. If only we were taller animals, we could look down from this great height and see if the city we are bound for is worth our journey. But alas, I cannot see over this tall grass, and neither can you." The frog from Kyoto puffed out his throat in a most impressive way and said, "Well, we can settle that, my friend. It is true we are both very small, but we frogs from Kyoto are famous for our intelligence. Let me think a while." So the frog from Kyoto closed his eyes and thought, and at last he said, "I have settled it. If you will help me to stand on my hind legs, I will help you to stand on yours. Then we shall both be taller than the grass." So the frog from Osaka faced toward the city of Kyoto, and the frog from Kyoto faced toward Osaka. Then each helped the other to stand on his hind legs and help him pass with his short legs. In this manner, the two frogs stood facing each other for a long time, each studying a different city and lost in its own thoughts. A different city but the foolish frogs had forgotten one thing. Both had forgotten that their huge eyes lay almost on the top of their heads. Each frog had faced the city of his dreams while he was sitting down, but now that he was standing up, his eyes were facing backwards. Each frog was now looking at the city he had just come from. "Ah," exclaimed the frog from Osaka, "what do I see here? Kyoto looks like the twin sister of my old Osaka. I may just as well save myself the journey." "Ah," exclaimed the frog from Kyoto, "what do I see? Osaka just looks like Kyoto. Now I may as well save myself the trouble of going there." And with that, each frog let go of and they both fell bump into the tall grass. Then, being Japanese, they bowed to each other and went their separate ways.